Hey Fulu, hope you're having a bad morning. It's the Live Forever mixtape review, you know what it is. The last review I did was positively received. People actually liked it, and hopefully this one's like better. So let's just jump into it. So the first track on this thing is called Angel Dust. It was produced by Mystic Funk, and this track tells you everything you need to know about this mixtape. It's
You can't stop looking at me, staring at me.
Destroy the child, corrupt them all.
and it's moody. Yeah. I guess you could say that about all of Lil Peep's projects in one way or another, but I feel like with this track and like with the rest of the mixtape, it takes the whole idea of
Mood to the
Max.
and that's why pretty much everything I say in this review is going to be about mood. Angel Dust just, I mean, it starts off with these guitar riffs, and then it's got the water splashing and shit, and then the kinds of like Lil Peep vocals that aren't about like fucking bitches in the Benz truck or like trying to fix a relationship by star shopping. Rather, it's Lil Peep being moody. Oh yeah, and the song's an 8 out of 10 because, you know, this is still an album review. The next track is called Mira Mira. It was produced by Hector Vey. It's a really short track, but Lil Peep clearly knows how to rap on this thing. And the beat on this thing is on some of that dark trap shit. And you know what word I would use to describe this track? Moody. And the song's a 7 out of 10, by the way. The third track on this thing is called Pick Me Up. It was produced by Flannel, and it features Young Goth with like a star and shit, because, you know, he's like special and all that sort of shit. But we just call him Young Goth. He's not the guy in 13 Reasons Why. That's another Young Goth with the normal spelling of young, and he's not even a goth. Like, when we're talking about Young Goth, we're talking about this Young Goth. Incomprehensible Young Goth. Not blonde, I guess, edgy, this kid Young Goth. That's not Young Goth. Alright, I know I just rambled there, but the sound mixing on this thing is just bizarre, first things first. The instrumental was really cool, but it's way too loud, and there are parts where I can just about hear what Lil Peep is saying. And, you know, I'm not good at sound mixing myself, I mean, like, especially with my older YouTube videos, but the rest of the songs on this mixtape actually had good sound mixing. So it's like this song in particular just happens to be mixed in a not so great way, which is a shame because it is such a great instrumental. And it's like, it's moody. When it comes to Young Goth, I mean, if you've ever listened to I Don't Know How to Kill Myself, which is a great song by the way, go check it out, I love it. You don't really know what Young Goth is saying half of the time. And it kind of works for him, and like it has that charm, and I love it. But it's like
some family shit, bro.
Yeah, it's just some family shit.
Nothing other than that, bro. It's just some
yeah, it's like different head.
what the fuck are you talking about? So I went on Genius and I decided to look up what he was actually saying for half of the track, and he literally kept on repeating, "I've been dying lately," which I guess is like emo traps, like answer to Gucci Gang. I mean, you know, this isn't really supposed to be a lyrical song anyway, so it doesn't really matter what they say. Like, the song does essentially what it needs to do. Do you know what I mean? The song is a pure vibe. It's a 6 out of 10 from me because it's a great beat, but the aspects really let the song down. I'm full of balls. And conveniently enough, the next track on this thing is called Nuts, featuring Lil Skill, who can't add like an extra L in their name because why the fuck do they need it? It was produced by Willie G, who's a great producer by the way. It's like you're thinking to yourself, this is the kind of song that I can dance to, even if it does actually reference drug addiction and loneliness. It works. You can still dance to this track essentially. And you know what? This song does have a mood, but it kind of has this more happier mood while still staying true to like the theme of the rest of the mixtape. So it's kind of a genius juxtaposition in comparison with like the rest of the tracks, and like I love myself a good juxtaposition. So yeah, that's a 9 out of 10 from me, which I guess is a high rating, but it's a really good track. So, you know, it has a special place in my heart for being like an underrated Lil Peep song that everyone should check out. The next track on this thing is called Haunt You. It was produced by Mystic Funk. When the original upload for Goth Angel got taken down by First Access Entertainment, I was listening to Haunt You quite a lot because with the song Haunt You, it kind of does have to deal with loss and whatnot, and from listening to that song while I had to go through that ordeal, it really hit home for me, you know. It's a fantastic song. I mean, if you're watching this review and you haven't heard the song before, like, I suggest you do it. Just like I said with Star Shopping in my Lil Peep Part 1 review, go listen to Haunt You right now or as soon as you're done watching this, because it is a great track and, you know, it might have an impact on you in the same way it had an impact on me. It's special, okay? 10 out of 10. Go listen to it. The next track on this thing is called Vibe. It was produced by Paulie. And it has a really good vibe that really affects your mood. Lil Peep really lays the bars down on this track, like he's taking his revenge or something. Like, you saw those movies, you saw the Kill Bills, you saw the Takens, the I Saw the Devils, the Sympathy for Lady Vengeance, Mr. Vengeance, Old Boy, all that revenge shit. You're listening to this track right now and you're like, Lil Peep is going in for the kill. It's a cold mood when this track is playing, and it's clearly an 8 out of 10 from me. The next track is called Live Forever. It was produced by Broback. The song is really cool, it's pretty iconic and everything. I think out of all the songs on this mixtape, I believe it is the only one that actually has a music video. The music video was edited by Bexy, of all people. And it's just a really interesting video in general, because it's got all this fucking charm about it. It has the slowed down footage, the text on screen, some animated shit, shots that are like out of focus, like visual effects which are just flashy and unnecessary and don't need to be there, and it's like, it's kind of amateur but it's really well made at the same time, and I love it. I absolutely love this music video. Shout out to Bexy for this, and also shout out to Chase who designed the artwork for this thing. Chase is really cool. Go follow this guy on Instagram, and you already know who Bexy is. And if you don't, like, I mean, come on. And the song gets a 7 out of 10 from me. The next track on this is called Flannel. It was produced by Willie G. And if you don't know, Willie G produced a lot of songs for XXX Tentacion. You know, he's the same guy that produced Nuts, which, like I said, that was a great track as well. It has a really cool mood. But this track, Flannel, the mood on this thing, it's just, it's a mood. I mean, listen to this shit.
I'll be fine on my own. I got nowhere to go.
Yeah, the song's easily a 9 out of 10 for me, so yeah. The next track is called 2008. The track was produced by Hector Vey, and this song is like, it's dark and it's moody, and it has that supervillain vibe. You know, there's that thing with instrumentals, which if you ever listen to Come Around by Lil Peep, and you listen to the song, they do the exact same supervillain sound effect, and it's this one. Ooh! Oh, if you like to be like evil and shit, but you also like Lil Peep, and you don't actually like want to do evil things, but you want to feel like you're a supervillain in like a cartoon or like some really dumb movie that's like got panned on Rotten Tomatoes but became a cult following, like among like the kids that grew up with it when they found it in like the dollar store, like, and they just bought the DVD because their parents were like, yeah, fucking watch this, you little cunt. Then yeah, this is the song for you. It's an 8 out of 10. And the final track on this thing is called, I mean, it's already there. Like, why am I still doing this? Give You the Moon. It was produced by Cryptic, who I did mention in the previous Lil Peep mixtape review. This is the fourth and final track that they worked on together. So they originally worked on Star Shopping, The Way I See Things, Nothing to You, and this is their fourth and final track together. And like I said, I feel like these guys should have collaborated a lot more than they actually did, because they had this amazing chemistry of one another. And you know, this song is no different. It's another special track by Lil Peep with Cryptic, and I mean, share like the whole mixtape. It's only 20 minutes long, but I feel like it does work when you're just on your own and you're just, I don't know, you're just locked in your own thoughts and you're just wondering about shit. But yeah, the song's a 9 out of 10. There was 10 tracks on this thing altogether. So if we add all the scores together, The album gets an 81 out of 100, or I guess an 8 out of 10, if you will. You know, this is easily Lil Peep's most underrated mixtape by far. And I can see why, because it doesn't have as many iconic tracks as a mixtape like Lil Peep Part 1 has, and it certainly doesn't have as many iconic tracks as Crybaby nor Hellboy. But I still think it's a really great project, and if you are a fan of Lil Peep, and if you haven't heard this one yet, or if you just haven't heard it in general, and if you like the review hopefully, you know, I recommend you check it out. I mean, it's 20 minutes in length, it's short and sweet, just goes by quickly, and it's just nice to listen to. I like it a lot.